telling my GF she looks straight.
You do look straight.
Are you lying?
No, you look gay, baby.
Okay.
Pickup line challenge.
Just call me a toilet, 'cause you're in my thoughts all day.
But I want to be the toilet paper so I can be between your teeth.
Baby, you take my breath away. That's why we belong together.
And I'm over here thinking, dang, I got better at holding my breath because I be diving in the...
Alright guys, so we got to talk about one of the scariest TikToks that I have ever seen in my life, okay? It is absolutely terrifying, and there is nothing more terrifying in this world than professionals who are supposed to be grounded in reality, who have people's lives in their hands, that have become disillusioned with reality, right? And this TikTok involves a third-year medical student who does not seem to believe in the reality of biology, something that she at the very least supposed to be a semi-expert in, right? Considering that she's trying to be a medical doctor. However, it seems that this medical doctor is not grounded in the reality of biology, unfortunately, more so than they are grounded in the delusions of gender ideology, as she went on her TikTok to declare that people must stop using the term pregnant women. Take a look.
Can we please stop saying pregnant women? So I'm a third-year medical student, and all throughout medical school, I've had a ton of lectures associate pregnancy only with women and people who use she, her pronouns. And I'm just here to keep it short and sweet to say not all pregnant patients identify as women or with she, her pronouns. Thank you.
Yeah, so this medical student, whom in my opinion should get an F, right? She should get an F in whatever biology course she's taken. Maybe honestly should be kicked out of med school. I don't know, right? For her saying this in public on TikTok. She wants to normalize people using gender neutral terms to refer to pregnant women, right? Like calling pregnant women pregnant people, right? Or pregnant persons, okay? Because according to her, allegedly, men can get pregnant, right? Not all pregnant people identify as women. And again, guys, you know, like I said at the beginning of this video, this is some scary stuff, okay? This is honestly what really bothers me the most about this gender delusion stuff. And the reason why is because once you have medical doctors going along with this stuff, people who are like actually, you know, trained in science and biology and are supposed to adhere to the realities of the world, okay, because their jobs depend on it, people's lives depend on it. Yeah, you know it's going too far, right? You know it's gone too far. It really has. And the crazy part is that I guarantee you that if you ask this same person, is abortion a women's rights issue, she would say yes, right? Because she would say that, oh no, abortion affects women, right? And I guarantee you she would probably say that men should not have a say, right, in regards to what a woman can do with her body, but out of the same side of her mouth will say that men can get pregnant, right? That's what they'll say. Okay, these people are simply delusional, and we cannot have delusional people, right, in the medical field. We just can't have it. I'm sorry. I am sorry. We can't do it, man. This stuff is going to get people seriously hurt or injured. This is why I have a zero tolerance for this stuff when it comes to the medical industry. I mean, guys, think about this, right? These so-called men, right, who can get pregnant. These men that are transitioning tend to take testosterone hormones, okay, in which their testosterone levels are above normal for a female. Now, testosterone, having above average testosterone, can lead to cysts on their ovaries, and it can cause birth defects, right? Like, it is a known cause of birth defects. Women that have too much testosterone, right? And to me, you know, again, when you are a doctor, it's like, how are you supposed to treat that patient, right? Are you supposed to treat him like a man, or are you supposed to treat him like a woman? Okay, because at that point, the gender games go out the door. Because what actually really is making that person a man, right? Because if they were just a man in their head, why do they need to take testosterone, right? If being a man has nothing to do with your biology, why do you need to take testosterone, right? So as a doctor, do you tell this man to get off testosterone? Because if they do, then they'll be less manly, right? They'll be less of a man. And do you really want to take the manhood away from this so-called man, right? If you take the manhood away from them, are they really a man anymore? Right now, you're treating them like what? A woman, right? You're treating them like a woman, and at that point, that could be bigotry, right? That is bigotry. So at that point, as a doctor, you're faced with the reality of either being a bigot, okay, and helping this man give birth normally, or, you know, being woke, right, and inclusive, and potentially going through with a pregnancy in which this man may have, I don't know, conjoined twins, right? Again, I'm just saying. Yeah, this stuff is dangerous, okay? That's what I'm saying, all right? And this is why I have zero tolerance for this stuff in the medical field. It is simply dangerous. Guys, that was a story that I did not too long ago about a 66-year-old man who went into a blood donor clinic to give blood. This man has been giving blood all his life, okay? And recently, the UK had changed their blood donation forms to be gender neutral because they're trying to be more inclusive, right? They're not trying to be bigots, okay? So this guy comes in to give blood, and he looks at the form. He's filling out the form, and it asks him, is he pregnant? And this guy's like, I'm a 66-year-old man. I'm not answering this question. So he takes the form up to the counter. It's like, I'm not answering this question whether or not I'm pregnant. And the woke people at the clinic are like, no, you have to answer the question. If you don't answer the question, you can't give blood. Because apparently, not only women can get pregnant, right? They're going along with the same woke nonsense that this other medical professional is going along with, this so-called med student, future doctor. And the guy is like, you know what? If I can't give blood because I'm being forced to answer this question, then I'm leaving, okay? Now, there was a couple different reactions to that, right? In fact, there was an argument in my mentions between some of you guys who actually watched my video about the guy's response, right? Some of you were saying the guy could have easily just checked no and gave blood, right? Him giving blood should be more important than the woke nonsense. But here's the problem with that argument. Giving in to the woke nonsense is how we get to the point where you have medical doctors, med students that are demanding people stop using the term pregnant women, okay? If you continue to go along with the woke nonsense, it will get more and more and more extreme, and that is what we've seen in society. That's the problem. At some point, you got to stand up and say, you know what? I am rejecting participating in this out of principle, okay? Yes, it is petty, you know, to a certain extent, to say, hey, you know what? I'm not gonna get blood because you're being woke. Maybe that will make them think twice, right, about the woke nonsense, because those receptionists, whoever was handling that guy's form, could have easily seen that, okay, this guy is a 66-year-old pregnant biological male. He cannot get pregnant. We'll just not have him answer the question and just take his blood, okay? There was pettiness on both sides, right? There was pettiness on both sides. But again, the point is that there's no room. There's no room at all for these delusions in medicine. This is not, right? There's a very, very, very good reason why we have specific terminology when it comes to biology and in the medical field. The reason why is because it matters, right? Reality matters. Being very specific in regards to what you're talking about and what you're referring to and not being confused, right, matters. When you add confusion to the mix by mixing up terms and saying that men can get pregnant, yeah, you're really opening the door to making potentially fatal mistakes, right? Again, I'm just saying, I don't want to see that happen. Look, you can be woke in other parts of society, all right? But the medical field, leave that out of it, okay? I understand that this medical student is lesbian. She's probably in a happy relationship with her wife, her partner, whoever, right? But you can't take it so far that you're not adhering to the basics of biology. So again, with that being said, when choosing a doctor, I will definitely ask them, can men get pregnant? And depending on their answer, that will determine whether or not they stay my doctor. Because again, there should be a zero tolerance for this type of stuff in the medical field. It really should be a zero tolerance for it, okay? We cannot have this. We can't have it. Let me know what you guys think. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. Most importantly, share a Black conservative perspective. Peace.